Well, guys, back here in Tennessee, it's freaking freezing cold weather. We're having a little cold snap. Finally feels like January in Tennessee, So, uh, yeah, I just watched. I don't even watch TV, and when I do watch it, it's usually YouTube. I ain't gonna lie. Uh, that's kind of what I turned it on. I haven't watched TV in a couple of days, and uh, I seen where a YouTube blogger, uh, Brent's tripping. Shout out to you, Brent. His channel. I was watching him this morning. He's talking about Sim got arrested for a child endangerment or something, and he got arrested another for filming, vlogging, filming a girl with without her permission. Uh, and then Brent was saying that his girlfriend read it in Tagalog, I guess the arrest warrant or whatever, and said that he had created a Tinder account, and that's how he was meeting these. Because I noticed here lately he was like going out to these waterfalls and all these stuff with these different girls, and I was thinking he's leaving his wife and his kid at home, and how she, I don't even know how she would, being a Filipina and dating a Filipina. There's no way that they're going to be okay with you going to at waterfalls with another Filipina. It's just it's impossible. You can forget it, unless they're with you. They don't probably mind you going, but they're going to be with you. Let's face the fact. If you date a Filipino, if you know, you know. It's kind of one of them things. So uh, I was like, and really, I quit watching Sam because of his aggressive. Now he was a hustler. I give him that. He got up every day, kissed his wife, and he was out recording something, But how he would go about it, it just it really turned me against his channel. I mean, I'm still subscribed to him, but I really don't watch him, like I used to, because he used to put out some really good content when it was him and his wife Jolena. They would they was doing a lot of good, and it was them two together. But then after she got pregnant, they had the baby. Uh, I noticed he would still get out and go, and he would go to the bad parts of town and walk through them. But he would always just he would like, for instance, he asked this one barber one time and how much for a pilaf for a haircut, and the which is how much, and the barber said like it was like 150 pesos. And that's cheap, you know. Uh, and he said, "Oh, you liar! You liar! It's only 50 pesos. It's only 50 or 60 pesos." And I was like, "Why would he sit there and just ask this man how much for a haircut, and then turn right around and say, call him a liar, like?" And that really turned me off to watching his videos. And then I was wondering about these women. I couldn't figure it out how in the world he would meet these gals online and was going to these all these waterfalls and stuff, and Jolene wasn't with him. And I was thinking, and then Brent brought it to my attention today about um, the Tinder. He had a Tinder account and stuff, and so he's probably looking at I mean, he is a foreigner. You got to go by their rules when you're in another country. Of course, most of my videos I am going to do traveling vlogs whenever I get back, for sure. But man, I'm still stuck in Tennessee. I got this workers' comp mediation set up for the end of this month. So God willing, I'm going to go to Mexico for a couple of days, really to do a hard reset from being over here. It's just clear my head, just get ready, be in a good mood for whenever I do get back to the Philippines, because anytime that you're over here, if you're going through, it's just stressful. I mean, just being in America, you're overtaxed, you're everything, you're over everything, you know, and uh, it don't take much, man. But it's I can't say it enough how much this ain't home to me anymore. And I got family, I got friends. I mean, my whole life revolved in Tennessee, and about I don't know, maybe 4 years ago, something like that, I started watching vlogs, YouTube vlogs, and uh, I Paul Old Dog New Tricks, and just a few other guys, Overstay Channel, Overstay Road Channel, and I was like, and I was like, man, maybe I'll just give the Philippines a shot. I started doing research about the Philippines and found out it is, it's a largely Christian population. It's English speaking, it's beautiful weather. You can grow garden, 4 crops a year there. Great soil to grow in, very agricultural, you know, and uh, and there was a lot of guys leaving the West, going there and finding true love, like finding traditional marriages, and that's something that I was definitely interested in, because when you've been in the West for all your life and you've dated, and you know uh, it's not really up to par anymore. Dating in the West is not what it's cracked up to be. There's usually an agenda behind it or something. It's the women's not that feminine here anymore. You know, just just like just let themselves go. And a Filipina, they're going to take 2 showers a day. Their hair is always going to be done. Their nails are going to be done. Like, they so feminine, and I love that. I think any traditional man, loves that about his Filipina, is the care that she takes in herself. Uh, and it fits well with a Western man. It really does, because we take a lot of pride in our health. You know, eating eating good. Uh, I'd lost 110. And that's something else. I lost 110 pounds in 10 months being in the Philippines, and been home 4 and put on 20. So, and eating like no more than 2 meals per day here in America, gluten free, high protein, and it's still it's got to be garbage. I mean, the food here has got to be garbage, and that's the easiest way I know how to put it. Like these food industries haven't got rich enough over the years that they got to take out the nutrient stuff and put in the cheaper stuff when they make even their processed food. It's just junk, and I don't eat a lot of processed food. And if I do, I mean, I try to read, uh, read the back of the box. Take the time, man. When you're going, I know we've gotten so used to in the West just going and grabbing stuff off the rack, throw it in. Hey, we need this, we need that, we need this. No, man, it ain't like that no more. You better read on there, see if it's GMO, see if it's genetically modified, because this stuff is garbage. And you get you get the real fruit, you get your real bananas. Look, I was at Walmart the other day, and I just so happened to glance over at the bananas. These bananas was twice the size of what a real banana looks like in the Philippines or around the world. A real banana is not, and they're dry, and they're not sweet. Like, it's genetic. I mean, that's what it is. They grow onions bigger over here or wherever they grow them, but they're big. The bananas are huge. Fruit's bigger. but yeah, it's a whole lot better in Southeast Asia. I'll just be honest with you. It melts in your mouth. You know, so many juices just flowing. You know, it's amazing, and I can't wait to get back. I mean, that's to me, that's my home. That's going to be my home until I'm gone. You know, I'll just be honest with you. Unless they kick me out of the country for some ungodly reason, and then more likely, it's probably going to be Vietnam. You know, uh, that's a beautiful country. I haven't got over there, but the vlogs that I've seen.